I thought exists only in Delhi. So most of India, we are suffering from this smog and pollution. And I was reading a report last week that in India, 1 out of 8 deaths occur because of air pollution. These things may be different in different countries, but Earth is one, and it affects everybody. And we must realize that we are not here to live all by ourselves, but our other brother human beings, and definitely our children and next generation. It is in this background that India made a promise to the world community and itself that we reduce the carbon intensity of the GDP by at least 1/3 by 2030. From this emerged the target of 175 gigawatt of renewable energy, which we promised to ourselves that we will install by 2022. This was a huge promise, but I must assure that we are on the way to achieve that promise. As of now, we've already done about 73 gigawatt. About 40 gigawatt more is in the pipeline, and we expect that these will be commissioned. We expect that by about 2020, most of the paperwork, that is bidding work for all these projects, will be over, so that we get clear 2 years to implement these projects. An interesting thing about renewable energy as compared to the traditional form of energy is that, and this is also a way of disruptive factor, that these gets implemented in a far shorter period of time. I think wind as a sector in the country is fairly mature. We got, if we talk in terms of global capacity, in India we stand 4th globally in wind. We stand 5th globally if we talk about solar, and 5th globally in overall renewables. The wind industry, as I said, is a fairly mature industry. We have our domestic giants who are present not only in India but in other parts of the world. Besides, the global who's who in the wind industry also have their presence in India. They have the manufacturing base in India. While we are going reasonably well in the, I'd say, traditionally renewable energy, that is standard wind, large wind, what we mean to say, solar and other forms of traditional renewable energy, there are some gaps, and small wind is the one which we as a country haven't been doing very well. Renewable, as all of us know, is not, the sources of renewable energy is not uniformly distributed. Not in India. I'm sure the same situation will be there in your countries also. The commercially exploitable renewable wind energy is present only about 7 to 8 states. The rest of the India doesn't fall into this commercially exploitable wind energy. That's where the importance of small wind comes into picture. We were also discussing how the islands can be electrified. We were discussing how the Andaman and Nicobar, which the majority component of electricity is through DG sets. We were discussing how the Ladakh region, which has been the best source of solar energy in India, the best source of wind energy in India, it remains unexploited, partly because of the challenges of geography, partly the wind turbines, which are large, cannot be taken across the hills. I am sure these 3 days deliberations will debate the sizing of the small wind turbine, how do we define the small, mini and micro wind turbines, what are the different policy tools which the government can use to speed up the process of adoption of the small wind turbines. I'm sure there are various, which are the financial tools available with us, which can best utilize the limited finances available in the sector and with the government to hasten the pace of small wind journey. I'm sure this you'll learn a lot from these 3-day deliberations, and NIWE and other participants of the workshop will come out with the recommendations which ministry will consider for implementation. Thank you so much.
Respected Chief Guest, Mr. Bhanu Prajapati Yadav, Mr. Balraman, Mr. Katya, Ms. Kanway, Girdhar, my respected friends, Ms. Sarvesh Kumar, E.K. Krishnan, my other colleagues from wind power industry, and the youngsters from 40 countries who have been trained by Kannada and NIWE in the art of, in the technology of making wind turbine from the material available around us. Great. That is the way we can make good use of the younger population in India and elsewhere in the world. I thank Mr. Kanway and NIWE on this feat of making wind turbine from the material available around us. When I came into the wind industry way back in 1994, the only wind turbine that was available in India for installation was 250 kilowatt machine. Nothing below, nothing above. Only 225 to 250 megawatt machines were available. And to run my industry, we have wanted to run my industry as a renewable energy industry with green energy. From that day onwards to this day, I run my industry all but renewable energy low, a green energy, a green industry. And I sold my products around the world. It was Mr. V.K. Krishnan who took the order, came to my wind site and installed first 4 machines of 250 kilowatt in Coimbatore. Thank you, Mr. Krishnan. Thank you for the wind industry that supported me all the while. We have to read the dividend from the younger population. They say India has the best of them. And the best way is to skill them. And I'm happy Kannada and NIWE has come forward to skill them for the past several months and years. They have skilled many people. But still, if we have small wind turbines available in India at affordable cost, and if they are financially become viable, then like other large wind turbines, India can also have a great future in having small wind turbines as rooftops and for our factories and for charging mobiles all around India. that this conference, which is first of its kind, small industry, small turbine conference, international conference in Chennai, will, I hope, will pave the way. And I look forward to Government of India also come with a policy that will revitalize the growth of small wind turbine industry in India. As we know, the solar rooftop has can be installed, and I have installed it in my house also. Can be installed in any house, and it is viable. And the cost of renewable energy has come down to 240 and 250 per unit, and that helps us to compete with any form of energy. And around the world, wind, water and solar possibly will pave the way for every country around the world to have their energy, electrical energy from solar, wind or water that will get electricity all around the world. And I look forward to the day when none of the countries are dependent upon petroleum products, which are now ruling the world, to have their own renewable energy, cheap energy, locally available energy, to take them forward in civilization. And I thank the organizers for giving me the opportunity to share my thoughts with you. Thank you very much.
Has made all efforts to come early morning to Chennai, traveling all the way from Delhi and taking all the things. Thank you very much, sir, for being part of this inaugural ceremony. And I hope all the recommendations which goes to him will see the definitely light of the day in the ministry. Thank you very much, sir, for taking all the pains. To Dr. Kasturi Rangan, as he was already known as the Pitamaha of this industry. Thank you very much, sir. Again, at 3 days, you have taken all the pains to come and give your directions. Dr. Balram, sir, is very hard-working, sir. And whether it is home or office, I used to trouble him regarding whatever we want. So he takes every step to see the success of any program. So I expect this conference will reach the success. And thank you very much, sir, for all your inputs in making this inaugural function and the program a successful one. To our platinum sponsors, IWPA and RRB Energy, our silver sponsors, we are grateful for supporting this conference. To all the speakers who have come from different parts of the country and the globe, we are very thankful to them for making this program a grand success. To the media, without their help, which will take to every nook and corner of the country, we are very thankful to you. The hotel for giving us the hospitality and showing what Indian hospitality is there. We are very thankful on behalf of the NIWE and the ministry. To NIWE team, all my colleagues, particularly Kanagavel, Harivaskaran and other members of his team, to burn the midnight oil, I am sure they must have spent great hours late into the nights for many days to make this program a grand success. So thank you very much, Dr. Kanagavel and your team. And to all the participants, without your participation, this program would not have been successful. To all the participants, both national and international participants. Thank you all very much. You must have seen the decoration and all these things. We thank the Hives and Fuse, where they have made a good efforts and made this beautiful program a grand success. So thank you all. Thank you very much.
எப்படி சாதாரண மக்கள் பூமி வெப்பமயமாகுதலை தடுப்பதாக நாம் எப்படி இந்தியாவில் கிடைக்கக்கூடிய நமக்கு சுற்றிலும் கிடைக்கக்கூடிய காற்று சோலார் எனர்ஜியை சூரிய வெப்பத்தை மறுபடியும் இந்த ஹைட்ரோ எனர்ஜி தண்ணியில் கிடைக்கக்கூடிய பைக்காரம் மாதிரி இருக்கிற சோர்ஸஸில் கிடைக்கக்கூடிய எனர்ஜியை நம்ம உபயோகிச்சுட்டு எப்படி தெர்மல் எனர்ஜியை கரியை எரித்து புகையை உற்பத்தி பண்ணாமல் எப்படி உலகத்தை நம்ம காப்பாற்ற முடியும் அப்படின்னு கேட்குறாரு. நிச்சயமாக காப்பாற்ற முடியும்னு நான் நம்புகிறேன். ஏன்னா உலகத்தில் கிடைக்கிற சோலார் எனர்ஜி உலகத்தில் எல்லாரும் உபயோகப்படுத்துகிற டோட்டல் எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் எனர்ஜியை போல் 6 மடங்கு இருக்குது. அந்த அளவுக்கு சூரியன் நமக்கு வெப்பத்தையும் வெளிச்சத்தையும் கொடுக்குது. இது அல்லாத எல்லா கண்ட்ரீஸ்லேயும் எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் இப்போது கார் ஓட்டுறதுக்கு, மோட்டர் சைக்கிள் ஓட்டுறதுக்கு, 2 வீலர் ஓட்டுறதுக்கு எல்லாம் நம்ம மிடில் ஈஸ்ட்லேருந்து பெட்ரோலியத்தை தான் வாங்குகிறோம். நம்ம கண்ட்ரியில் நம்ம இந்தியாவுக்கு தேவையான பெட்ரோலியத்தில் 20% தான் கிடைக்கிது, மீதி இம்போர்ட் பண்ணுறோம். அப்போது எல்லா கண்ட்ரீஸும் மிடில் ஈஸ்ட்லேருந்து பெட்ரோலியம் வாங்கிறதுனால அதுக்கு ஃபாரின் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் தேடுறதுக்கு முடியாமல் ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்படுறாங்க. பூமியும் இப்படியே விட்டதுன்னா சில வருஷங்களில் இந்த கார்பன் டை ஆக்சைடு எமிஷனால் உலகம் வெப்பமயமாகி கடல் மட்டமெல்லாம் அதிகமாக உயர்ந்து வந்து தீவுகள்லாம் தண்ணிக்குள்ளே போயும், நிறைய தீவுகள் தண்ணிக்குள்ளே போயிடும். உலகமே அழியக்கூடாது. உலகத்தை நம்ம எல்லா நாடுகளும், அமெரிக்காவாக இருந்தாலும் சரி, இந்தியாவாக இருந்தாலும் சரி, வேறு சின்ன நாடுகளாக இருந்தாலும் சரி, உலகத்தை காப்பாற்ற வேண்டிய பொறுப்பு எல்லாருக்கும் தான் இருக்குது. அமெரிக்கா தனியாக, ரஷ்யா தனியாக உலகத்தில் இல்லாமல் வேற எங்கேயும் போக முடியாது. எல்லாரும் சேர்ந்து தான் உலகத்தை காப்பாற்றணுன்னு தான் பாரிஸில் மாநாடு போட்டு வளரக்கூடிய சில நாடுகளுக்கெல்லாம் நிறைய சம்பாதிக்கக்கூடிய பணக்கார நாடுகள் பணம் கொடுத்து உதவி அவங்க கண்ட்ரியில் ரினியூவபிள் எனர்ஜி, அதாவது சூரிய வெப்பத்திலேருந்து, காற்றிலிருந்து, அங்கே கிடைக்கக்கூடிய தண்ணிலேருந்து கரண்ட் எடுத்து, கரண்ட் இல்லாமல் இனிமேல் எதிர்காலத்தில் உலகத்தில் எங்கேயும் வாழ முடியாது. அந்த கரண்ட்டை இந்த 3 சோர்ஸஸ் ரினியூவபிள், புதுப்பிக்கத்தக்க எரிசக்தி, அதை செஞ்சு உபயோகிக்கணும்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. பெரிய நாடுகள் நம்மளுக்கு கொடுக்கறதுக்கு தயாராக இல்லை. அதனால் இந்தியா போன்ற வளரும் நாடுகள்லாம் தங்க கையே தங்களுக்கு உதவி அப்படின்ற அளவு தான் போகணும். அதில் கவர்மெண்ட் மாத்திரம் செய்யறதில்லை, நம்ம எல்லாத்துக்கும் அந்த பொறுப்பு உண்டு. அதனால தான் சீக்கிரம் அதை செய்ய வேணும். அப்படின்றதுனால தான் இப்போ நான் ஒரு உதாரணமாக இருக்கணுன்றதுக்காக தான் முதல்ல விண்மில் போட்டேன். இந்தியாவில் விண்மில் 94 விண்மில் போட்டேன். அப்புறம் என் ஃபேக்ட்ரி முழுக்க ரினியூவபிள் எனர்ஜியில் தான் ஓடுது. என்னோடய வீட்டில் நான் உதாரணம், வீட்டில் எனக்கு தேவையான கரெக்டாக நானும் உபயோகப்படுத்துகிறேன். நெட் மீட்டரிங் வீட்டு இந்த கோரியில் இது சோலார் போட்டதுன்னா அது கிரிட்டில் போயிடும். அப்புறம் மறுபடியும் நம்ம தேவைப்படும் போது எடுத்துக்கலாம். அந்த மாதிரிலாம் செஞ்சுருக்கேன். எனக்கு வீட்டுக்கு தேவையான கேஸ் நானே உற்பத்தி பண்ணிக்கிறேன். இந்த மாதிரி நம்ம ஒவ்வொருத்தரும் பூமி வெப்பமயமாக ஆகாமல் இருக்கிறதுக்கு நம்ம உதவி பண்ணணும். அப்படிங்கிறது எல்லாத்தினாலையும் முடியும், எல்லாரும் செய்ய வேண்டும்.
வளராம் Director General, Industrial Institute of Wind Energy. So this is a 3-day event, particularly focusing on small wind turbine. It's a need of the hour in the country, where there are a lot of villages and a rural community, particularly during the natural calamities. The energy is not getting access to either. So these wind turbines, the micro and the small wind turbines, can occupy the space along with the solar. It's going to give a real impetus. So this program is a combination of the workshop what we conducted for 9 days, where with available material, how we can build a wind turbine. So at NIWE, you can see today a wind turbine being done in 7 days and is generating on 500 watts. These 500 watts can power at least hundreds of the mobile phones can be recharged. So this is basically the focus what we are trying to talk about. In this particular conference, we try to reclassify the turbine to have a clear directions and the directives from the ministries, so that we are going to see when they talk of small, there is no clear definition of what is a small and what's micro and what's nano. This particular conference is going to throw a light on that, and also being NIWE, we are doing a lot of work on resource management. We have done for the entire country what's the kind of wind potential, what's the kind of solar, which are the locations we can have it. Our quality mechanism is the world-class standard, where we have the solar stations is one of the largest data bank, where both wind and solar, where we are trying to see which are the locations where we can have these small wind turbines, the micro and the nano. We are going to create a space for it, and for which what is necessary as a testing protocol or a certification protocol. These are the issues we try to deliberate. We try to come up with policy recommendations to the ministry, so that we want to make this industry to reach a next level. Thank you.
The program coordinator of this 3 days international conference on small wind turbine. I'm really happy to see this crowd today. About 250 participants from 40 countries attending this program. We have scheduled about 10 panel discussions which will create opportunity to deliberate various opportunities, issues about the small wind turbine. I hope 3 days international conference will give a better solution to boost this small wind industry to all the places, particularly the rural development